Good morning. Welcome back to Austin News Today. You know, you don't have to be 5'7", that tall, to actually feel that tall. You just need a good pair of stilettos. Lauren Ruotolo is here. She's written a book called Unstoppable in Stilettos. It talks about her journey through life with a very rare disease. Thank you so much for being here.
Good morning to you.
It is great to meet you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm really excited to be here.
Good. Well,
Austin's such a wonderful city.
I know, isn't it?
It really is.
Yeah.
This is my first time here, so I'm really thrilled. I totally went around yesterday. It was really great.
Good. Well, your book is all about your journey through life with a disease called McCune-Albright disease, which is a disease that stunted your growth. So tell me about just your journey from the point you were able to realize what was wrong until now.
Well, it was actually my parents and my doctors who discovered at 9 months old when my mother was changing me and she saw that I had blood in my diaper.
Oh, my God.
And at first she just thought that perhaps I cut myself, but then it kept on going on. So she was like, I think my daughter has her period. And so, of course, she rushed me to the doctor. And it's actually a great story because the doctor could not believe it by any means. At 9 months old, it's extremely rare for anyone to have precocious puberty, which is what they diagnosed me at that point. But realistically, what they thought that I had diaper pins, and that they were cutting me. But it was 1976, it wasn't 1956, and I was in Pampers, and so that's really when it started to go downhill from there.
Oh gosh. And through your years you've broken a lot of bones. And
before I was 8 years old, I broke my femur bone 8 times.
Oh my
which means that I was in 8 full body casts from here all the way down.
And the doctors thought told you you'd never be able to walk.
Yes, exactly. At the age of 5 years old, the disease was progressively getting worse and worse and worse, and my bones just could not stand the amount of weight that I was gaining. Not that I was gaining weight, but, you know, just a natural progression. You gain weight as you get older, and my bones just really could not stand it. And so I kept on breaking bones. So what they thought was, let's go down the safe route and keep her as safe as possible. And if she's in a wheelchair,
that's
she's not.
Thing.
Yeah, but that just was not who I was.
No, it's not you at all.
Exactly.
And I love the way you have proved them wrong, because with shoes, not just any shoe, a stiletto, you've been able to prove.
I mean, look at these. They're fantastic.
I love it. You are a girl after my own heart.
Well, thank you. I just absolutely love that. It was just another thing that I decided that I could do in my life when everyone was telling me that I couldn't. As a matter of fact, I went to the doctor last week, and he just looks at me and he goes like this, oh, God. Why are you in those shoes?
Because
they make me feel good about myself, and I really believe, and that's a lot of what my book has to talk about, is that you have to do what makes you feel good in this life.
Right.
And if it's a little bit harder, then deal with it and then move on. And, you know, at the end, you're going to get that satisfaction because you're living in this life, not anybody else.
Right.
And I think those are the big lessons that I teach in my book. The book is, I would think that it's self-help, but self-help in the way that it's my stories and my philosophies.
Right.
I don't pretend that I'm a psychologist, but, you know, my philosophies are based upon me becoming an expert in my life and how I really defied the odds and how anybody can really defy the odds if they have a positive spirit and they believe in themselves.
And it doesn't matter what the situation is.
No, it doesn't.
What's your favorite chapter in the book?
My favorite chapter, actually, I can't really say that. I would think that my favorite chapter is the epilogue that I wrote in the back, because as a child, you have this mechanism that you don't remember the things in your life that were tragic. So in my epilogue, I actually write about the effects that I had when I was interviewing my parents, my family members, my friends, and it's true emotion that I had while listening to them. And that I believe is my favorite chapter. But also chapter on just dealing with toxic people.
Oh, God. He could write like a novel about that.
Exactly, exactly.
Thank you so much for being here. It's wonderful to meet you.
Such a wonderful city. I'm really happy to be here.
We are glad to have you here.
Thank you.
Unstoppable in Stilettos is called A Girl's Guide to Living Tall in a Small World. It is available now in bookstores.
And on Amazon.
And on Amazon.com. And then if you want to know more about Lauren, she has a wonderful job. LaurenRuotolo.com is your website.
Thank you.